Hi guys. So for tonight's reading, we are going to be looking into why do others admire you so much? So we have three piles, 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. And if you guys enjoy this reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe. It really does help my channel to grow, and it's a great way to give back energetically for the energetic healing session I'm giving to you here today. Another great way to do that is to donate to the channel. You can find my PayPal, Cash App, and Amazon wish list all in the description box below. And I really do appreciate anybody who has done that in the past or now, any of those things, and anyone who has left timestamps for me, because you know what? That is amazingly helpful. Thank you guys so much for that. So let's get started with pile one. For pile one, what do others admire so much about you? Your stubbornness, your bullheadedness, the fact that you guys have not sold yourself to the highest bidder, no matter what challenging circumstances or situation you find yourself in, you refuse to sell yourself or put yourself in any kind of compromising situation. You guys refuse to lower your value. You're very strong. You're very down to earth, very grounded. Some of you could definitely be Tauruses here. You are somebody that it doesn't matter what you're going through or how hard your life is at that moment in time. You are somebody who has a smile on your face. You're very confident. You have a lot of self-respect. I feel like a lot of you could have faced some severe poverty, and regardless of that, you refused to look at yourself as someone who was less than anyone else, and you held your head high with a smile on your face. This little guy always reminds me of the soot I had all over my body last year. Because last winter was a lot worse than this winter. It was bad. And I was pretty much covered in soot head to toe all the time. My hair looked like it was dyed on a regular basis, though, because it was dyed with soot. But regardless of that, I wasn't going to sell myself to anybody, even if they thought that I was going to. And look how frayed it is. It's broken down. It's missing half an arm here. And it doesn't matter what kind of scars you have, you wear them with pride, you wear them with happiness. So Rock Forever is a great song for you guys, because that's like an anthem for you. I'm scarred up and I'm fine with it. And my life has been filled with unkindnesses, but that doesn't mean that I'm not fucking amazing. I am fucking amazing, and I'm gonna love myself regardless of what anybody else thinks. Fuck you guys. That's pretty much what you guys are. No boundaries. You guys could definitely have dealt with a lot of people who had boundary issues, and you put them in their place and put your foot down in those situations. You are somebody who has no problem telling people to shove it and exactly where they can shove it. Slow and steady wins the race, and you knew that you may have been going through the mud and having a really hard time, a difficult time getting through things. But even with every hardship that you have faced, you have been going uphill as this turtle, like climbing out of a sinking sand pit here. That's what it's making me think of right now. It's like a little turtle climbing up out of sinking sand uphill. And it's been an uphill battle the entire way, but you have been grounded. You have remained grounded. You have remained in your integrity. You have held your dignity, and you have not decided to throw it all away. You have continued to go forward, regardless of how hard it has been and how many trials and tribulations you have faced. You have not allowed those things to bury you. Wow. I admire you quite a bit. Of course, some of this is like looking in the mirror, literally. Fire ant, crocodile, and the tarantula. So your guys' ability to be able to observe situations, to be able to see what's coming, your ability to really be able to see through people too, to see to the heart of the bullshit going on around you, to deal with drama and gossip and chaos and people attacking you on a regular basis. You have been able to, it doesn't matter what anybody else has been doing, you have still been able to grow, you have still been able to prosper, you have been able to thrive, not just survive, but thrive in a very hostile environment, a very hostile environment. And it's because you have this very strong purpose pulling you along. You feel like you have a purpose in being here, and there's a purpose for everything that you're going through, and there's a purpose awaiting you. And you are working very hard towards this purpose, regardless of what anybody throws your way. The Knave of Swords, the Magician, the Five of Pentacles, like I said, Six of Cups. A lot of you have dealt with some severe poverty, or just people leaving you in the cold. Like deciding they don't want to be seen with you because of whatever you're going through, or they don't want to be around you because of whatever anybody's saying about you, or manipulating you, using you, stomping on you. You guys may have been in a situation where most people never would have been able to find their self-confidence, their self-esteem, their self-respect, and a situation where people are trying to figure out exactly how you kept all of those things, because you kept all of those things and you did not let the world around you drag you down. You did not let yourself get lost to the coldness. And you guys knew that even though you were out on your own, you were not completely alone either. Some of you could admire your ability to be able to be there for your kids and sacrifice whatever you had to be there for your kids. They admire your ability to be generous, giving, loving, kind, and beautiful. And especially with everything that you have been facing and going through, you still have a smile on your face. You still have patience and love and kindness for those that look up to you. You are somebody who really has all the skills, tools, knowledge, ability, love, stability, everything that you need within yourself to create the life that you desire. And people have been watching you manifest from a severe state of poverty or lack, or low self-esteem or low self-confidence, or just a place where people have shoved you. People have been watching you manifest from that state and watching you love life and live life and create beautiful things, regardless of whether or not everybody felt like you were a beautiful person or not. You didn't really care what anybody from the outside watching was thinking or saying or doing, and you just ignored that bullshit, and you continued to work hard on your purpose and your path. There's a lot of people watching you. There has been a lot of people watching you. You could have even dealt with some stalkers. You could have definitely dealt with gang stalking, with people just making up lies and bullshit about you and gossiping about you and just trying to destroy your reputation, trying to destroy your family, trying to destroy you at the root. And no matter how hard they tried, they could not destroy you. Your hair is so soft and amazing, it always seems to fall perfectly into place. People always seem to notice and try to touch it. And you always look good. Even you always take pride in your appearance. You take pride in yourself. You always do whatever you can to be able to feel good and look good and smell good, regardless of what you've been going through as well. You put in the time and the effort and the attention that it takes to be able to take care of yourself, even in situations where you do not have the necessary things required to take care of yourself. They are always on the move. It is inspiring to watch someone who doesn't get stuck for long. So yeah, you guys do not get stuck in this state of lack or in this state of immobility because of the people around you or the things going on around you or the hardships you're facing. You guys learn, you grow, and you move forward. You do not stay stuck in anything for long, if at all. You are a true earth angel. Your energy and aura are amazing. You spread so much peace and love. You are so caring for our planet and everything on it. And like I was saying, you guys, even when you guys were in the worst of the worst, you always had a smile to give to somebody. You always had love and kindness to give to somebody. You always had beauty to spread around you, regardless of everything that you were going through, which is why they know it's so deeply rooted in you to be this beautiful beacon of hope, love, and light. And people just admire this beautiful energy that you put out into the world. So that is what I got for you guys. And you guys are fucking amazing. Know it, love it, be it, claim it, write it down in my comments. This is you. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it in the comments below, whether or not it resonated with you, who these people could be that were being such assholes. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 2, 10-10. You guys are somebody who definitely has no trouble completing cycles, closing out cycles, having new beginnings. You guys also are somebody that has really built something very strong for yourself from the ground up, and now you are starting to prosper, and now you are starting to grow from everything that you have done. We have lottery here. People could really admire your luck. They could admire your ability to turn nothing into something. Colorado lottery. They could definitely admire your unique ability to be so unconditionally loving as well. Your stable energy, your grounded energy, your love of the natural world and everything in it. Possibly even your love of natural medicines and natural healing abilities and natural healing modalities. I couldn't think of another word for that. I hope you know what modalities means. Silverado. You could definitely be somebody who has a lot of luck when it comes to gambling in some sort of way. Country club and resort. You could definitely be somebody that always seems like you're on the move, having fun, having a new adventure. You could be somebody who faces your fears and overcomes them. You could definitely be somebody who looks at things from a very high perspective and doesn't get caught up in the details. You're somebody who's very grounded, very stable, very strong in your energy, very solid in your energy. You also know how to gray rock a narcissist very well, and people admire your ability to be able to gray rock narcissistic energies. You are somebody that really shapeshifts and is able to go with the wind. Listen with your heart, you will understand. Let it rain upon you like the waves upon the sand. You are somebody who listens to your heart. You listen to your heart very strongly, very fully, and you go where your heart pulls you, and you don't care what anybody thinks about that either. You are somebody who really changes, shifts, grows, and moves very freely throughout this world. Mods Arcade. You are somebody who can always bring life, fun, joy, happiness to situations. You could be very good with computer coding as well for some of you. And very good with electronics for some of you. Not everybody is so great with electronics. We have the swan and we have the camel. You are somebody who allows people a glimpse into themselves. You allow people to see the best in themselves. You are somebody who does not get hung up on the negative aspects of the people around you, and you really try to help people see the beauty within. You are somebody who is very poised, very dignified, very pure of intentions, very pure of heart. You have been through a fuck of a lot, and it doesn't matter how much you go through, you maintain this purity, this love, this light, this beauty within you. You are somebody who really has everything it takes within yourself to make it through whatever you have had to face. You are somebody that cannot be held down or held back very long. You are also somebody who may travel a lot. You may travel a lot, and you may see a lot of new things, do a lot of new things, go a lot of places that people may be very scared to go, or do a lot of things that people may be very scared to do. I would really like to go skydiving one of these days. I'd like to zip line in the Amazon too. Those are the types of things that you do that not everybody would be brave enough to do, because a lot of people are just very scared of death. Ace of Cups, the Emperor, Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. So you are somebody who has a lot of self-love, but you're not selfish with that self-love. You're not narcissistic with that self-love. You give that love to everyone around you. That love just bubbles out and over the surface to everything that you touch. You are somebody who is very motivated, driven, ambitious, goal-oriented. You may even be a business owner of some kind. And you are somebody who has very strong, firm, solid boundaries. And you can explain to others exactly why you feel the way that you feel and exactly what you're going to put up with and what you aren't going to put up with. You are very businesslike when it comes to dressing people down. When it comes to telling people what they did wrong or where they misstepped, you're very businesslike with it. You don't take it personally. You just, hey, this is how it is. Bye. See you later. And on to the next. And you release it and let it go. You're somebody who tries to do the best thing for everyone involved in a situation, and you are definitely somebody who has worked very patiently, persistently, in a very committed energy with a lot of faith towards bringing into being the life that you desire. You have worked very hard, and you are now starting to see the rewards for that work and that effort and that time and that energy. I feel like you inspire a lot of other people to step up and go after what they want to go after because they have watched you be able to do it. And I feel like a lot of you have done it with very little to no support. You have had to step up and be your own support. Some of you could have even dealt with narcissistic parents as well, for some of you. And that's why you have become so efficient at dealing with people and setting boundaries and not allowing other people to cross and step on those boundaries. You always step up and you always step in. You never look the other way. You are loud and proud. Keep it up. Others may not like it, but that's because they want their abuse to be hidden. Don't back down. You never do anyway. So, what people admire about you is that you are somebody who is going to step up and say something. You are somebody who's going to step up and do something. If you see somebody, say, some kid bullying another kid on the side of the street, you're not going to go, oh, that's somebody else's kid and it's none of my business. No, you're going to go, the fuck are you doing? And you're going to go over there and you're going to say something about it. And you're not just going to say something about it, though. You're going to explain it in a way that that child will understand why it is not okay to be doing this. And maybe they'll think twice before they do it again. And that's with anybody. You really have a very good ability to be able to get to the heart of the matter and be able to, I feel like you shame people. And you know what? There are good things and bad things about shaming people. Everyone is so proud of you. You are glowing and you look good too. You have been working so hard. Your dedication and commitment is amazing. You are truly one of a kind and your work ethic is on point. So like I was saying, you work hard. You work steadily, consistently. You are very committed, very dedicated, you have a lot of faith and a lot of trust in what you're working on, and you are really doing a lot of things that people never thought were possible, and you are really inspiring other people to do the same as well. A lot of you could be doing this in an area that your gender is not usually acceptable in, or your color. This person relieves anxiety, tension, anger, or pain. They bring calm energy and strong support. They are such a beacon of support and hope for others around them. So you guys are somebody who lifts people up. You do things not just for the good of you, but the good of the whole, the good of everyone around you. You make sure that the decisions that you make are based on what is the best for everyone involved in a situation. And you make sure that anybody else around you is doing the same thing as well. You are not going to put up with people bullying people. You are not going to put up with people tearing people down. You're not going to put up with people calling people names. You're not going to put up with people beating animals or children. You just aren't going to do it because that's not okay. And you are somebody who is going to stand up and say what you feel is right in any situation, regardless of the odds that are against you. And people find you to be so brave and bold and daring and strong. But I also don't feel like you start a confrontation. You will finish a confrontation, but a lot of times you won't start a confrontation unless one is needed because somebody is doing something that you don't feel is right. So that is what I have for you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. You guys are pretty fucking awesome. I hope you believe it. Claim it in my comments, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Pile 3. So for you guys, let's see what others admire so much about you. Your passion, for one thing. Your passion, your drive, your zest for life, your curiosity, your youthfulness, your life. You are a very vital being, and you have a lot of purity within this passion as well. You have a lot of spirituality. I feel like a lot of you guys are very, 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 very spiritual, and your intentions are very pure, And you really, I don't know why I wanted to start singing that. Tap on a window, tidy ho. Tap on 2 windows, tidy ho. Tap on 3 windows, tidy ho. Tapping on some windows, tidy ho. I watched a lot of Barney as a kid. People really admire your youthfulness, your zest for life, your childlike energy, and your passion, your fire, your sexiness, your drive and motivation, your ambition, you grab life by the horns. And also, I feel like you guys do not intrude upon people without advanced warning. I feel like a lot of you guys are very respectful of people's privacy and boundaries. You guys do things your own way. You guys do things your own way. My way. There's a song called My Way. I can't think of who sings it right now, but and I did things my way. It's an Italian song, an Italian guy anyway, and it's an older song. I don't remember who it is that sings it though. Is it Sinatra? It might be. Yeah, you guys do things your own way, and in doing things your own way, you are rewarded very heavily for it. You guys refuse to just follow blindly into the darkness. You guys are somebody who leads people out of that darkness. You guys could definitely love reading very much. You might spend a lot of time reading or in your local library. You could even spend time doing projects or crafts with kids in the local library, donating your time, volunteering. You guys are somebody that, a gift for you. You guys always have a gift for everyone around you too. It doesn't even matter if it's a holiday. You bring a lot of gifts to people. You are very giving, very generous with your time, your energy, your attention, your money if you have it. But it doesn't even matter if you have money because you guys find something to give. You guys are able to stop and really look at a situation before you react to it as well. 40, 30, 1502, 1632, 1157, 627. Those numbers could be very important to you as well. 275, 57, 60, 365. It's like every day of the year, you guys always have something different going on, something new going on. You're an inspiration to a lot of people around you. And by the way, this card came out in pile 2 as well because there's 2 of them. Ha! There's 2 of those cards in there. I didn't even know there was 2 of those in there. But you guys are very fun. You guys are very childlike. You guys really are just a very energetic being. You have a lot of energy, a lot of stamina, a lot of drive, and people really admire your ability to keep going and keep going and keep going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. You just keep going and going and going. And yeah, Zebra. Beaver, very hardworking, very dedicated, very driven, very goal oriented. And everything that you are working on not just for yourself, but for everyone around you that you love and care about. You are working to create a better world around you for all of those in your sphere. You are somebody who sees things in a very different way. You are somebody who has a lot of new ideas, a lot of new thoughts, a lot of new perspectives, and you really open people's minds and open their vision and their view. You're very open-minded. You're very dedicated to learning as much as you can about the world around you. You guys really love to learn about other cultures, other people, other ways of living. You may like to travel a lot as well, especially if you pick pile 2. You guys are somebody who is very eccentric, very different, very, it's like people's never seen anybody like you. You're very rare. And you guys are very, you don't just live in black and white. You know that the world is a gray space. There is both good and bad. There's both light and dark. There's both man and woman. It's all a duality, and without one, you can't have the other. Love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. This I tell ya, brother, you can't have one without the other. That song came to mind too. You guys may be very random. You guys may just randomly pop off with some of the weirdest shit people have ever heard. 8 of chalices, 8 of swords, 5 of cups, 2 of pentacles. So you guys really love to learn. You guys may even fall asleep on your studies or with books all over you. You guys could have a lot of books around you, a lot of notebooks around you. You may write a lot. You may read a lot. You really like to ponder a lot of different ideas and understandings, and you really just like to explore a lot of different things. You may be very interested in philosophy. You guys really are just, you love learning, you love growing, you love exploring. You have a tendency to move away from things that do not serve your highest good. When you guys do get stuck and when you guys do get upset, it's not very long before you're back up doing things again like nothing ever happened. I feel like a lot of you may have went through some depression or through some sadness, hurt, pain, loss, regret, remorse, shame, guilt, all of those kinds of things, but you did not let those things stop you. You guys were capable of maintaining everything in your life, even while you were going through some of the hardest things you've ever faced in your life. You were able to still hold the bag and keep everything together regardless of what you were going through. You guys are very good at multitasking. You guys may be very good at cooking as well. You guys you guys could have dealt with a lot of loss, a lot of sadness and hurt and pain, and you could have really went through a lot. I feel like a lot of you may have dealt with some issues of having to pull back a little bit, like you were working yourself too hard and it was causing a lot of problems emotionally. It was causing a lot of problems physically, mentally, things like that, because you might have been dedicating too much of your time, effort, and energy to all your different projects that you had going on. So you really had to learn how to balance it and maintain it. And I feel like you guys have come out of that, and that's what people are admiring about you, is that you guys are able to balance out everything that's going on and keep your life on track. So we have, you believe in yourself and others. You never judge. You guide and inspire from a place of love. You are very giving and pure. You care deeply for all life. You help others whenever you can. You have a bleeding heart, and that's an amazing thing in this hard, cold world. Always keep your hope and belief alive. So you could definitely have some problems with people at times thinking that you live in a fantasy land. You are very connected and in tune with what's real and what's right. You never hesitate to stand up for what is right. Your passion is so fiery, it's amazing to watch. Once again, if you're drawn to pile 2, go watch pile 2. Because there was a lot of that in pile 2. Your hair color stands out so much. Style too for some. You're very different and you accept that. And you gain strength from it. So like I said, you're very different. You stand out. You're very rare. You are not something that people see every day of the week. And it doesn't matter how different you are or how much people want to try to make you feel outcasted or alone, or how many things you've lost or people you've lost or whatever it is that you have been hurt about. You always bounce back. You are very selective in your partners and you don't give your energy away to anyone and everyone for free. Yeah, you guys are definitely somebody that, like I said, you walk away from things that don't serve you, and you have a tendency to be very selective in who you allow in your sphere and who you really take on. You're more about quality than quantity. And that's a lot of what people are admiring about you as well, is that you guys don't just give away your time, your energy, your efforts to just anybody and everybody. I feel like in the past you may have done some of that, but you learned from it, you grew from it, and you did not stay stuck in that energy. So that is pretty much what I got for you guys, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear how you felt about it in the comments below, and why you stand out so much would be awesome to hear about. And I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye bye, guys.